Bruce Raymond. 2, Wigberto, Frankie Dettori. 4 is Sarasota Storm, Michael Fenton. 5, myself, who was runner-up in the Queen Mary. 3rd in the Cherry Hinton, John Reed. Number 6 is Dafak, Willie Carson. And 7, Lamtara, who's having his first start. He's out of the promoted Oaks winner, Snow Bride, and Walter Swinburne in the saddle. And here's how they bet. That's it. They're set now. As we see Wigberto on the right of picture, just installed. That's it. Under orders, and away they go. And on the right of picture, Wigberto in the white cap, first to begin. Myself in the centre with a striped jacket. Just in behind them is Dafak, followed by Petoskan. Then on the near side, Lamtara in the green cap. And last of all is Sarasota Storm. They go through the first furlong and a half. And it's Wigberto just taking a bit of a tug on the right of picture with the sheepskin noseband, showing the way from Petoskan. Settling third is Myself, and further back on the left of picture, Lamtara in the green cap. Then on the right of the striped cap is Dafak, and further back Sarasota Storm. Racing up now inside the half-mile marker, and they're starting to drift over towards the stands rail. The leader, Wigberto, by a length and a half, Petoskan. Just in behind them in third is Myself, followed by Dafak. They've kicked away now from Lamtara. He's just starting to niggle a bit on the near side, followed then by Sarasota Storm. Racing up with 2.5 furlongs to go, and Wigberto the one to catch, a length and a half clear. He still hasn't moved. Followed then on the far side by Myself, being put in the picture now. It's Myself on the right of picture, ranging up now to grab the lead from Wigberto. Going with the leader now is Petoskan in the centre, called on for an effort now, and they've kicked away from Sarasota as they come up with a furlong left to go now. Myself over on the far side, followed then by Petoskan. Running on is Lamtara on the near side. Myself now veering to the right. Lamtara coming home hard. It's Lamtara on the near side, ranging up now to grab the lead. What a performance. Lamtara's got up to win from Myself. Third then was Petoskan. A gap then to Dafak behind them from Wigberto, and Sarasota Storm is last to finish. Well, the debutant Lamtara, he took a while to get into his stride. In fact, Walter Swinburne was niggling it halfway and not really getting the response he was looking for, but in the end he's run on very, very strongly. Number 7, Lamtara, who is owned by Saeed Maktoum Al Maktoum, trained by Alex Scott at Newmarket, and ridden by Walter Swinburne. There is a steward's inquiry, and it was easy to see in the final furlong that there would be, because Myself just veered very sharply right.
Brent Thompson rides in the colours of Mr. Robert Sangster, who's had tremendous success in this race. At 500 to 1, the pace-making Dafak, Brian Rouse rides. Hamdan Al Maktoum with 3 runners, Brian Rouse wearing a green cap. Fahal at 50 to 1, Richard Hill's a black cap. Humble for Ireland, unbeaten, 25 to 1, Michael Kinane rides. Karambi, 200 to 1 with Michael Roberts. Lamtara, 1 run last year, 14 to 1 now, Walter Swinburne. Can he make it his 3rd win in green colours? Maralinga, 200 to 1, a possible front runner here. A first Derby ride for Michael Fenton. Manoir is 9 to 1 with Willie Carson, already won the race 4 times before. The unbeaten 2,000 guineas winner Pennycamp is an 11 to 8 favourite. Thierry Jani rides. Presenting at 10 to 1 is partnered today by Cash Asmussen. Ryadian, now ridden by Richard Quinn, 28 to 1 the odds on offer. Salmon Ladder at 50 to 1, ridden by Kevin Darley, who won the French Derby last Sunday. Spectrum is a 92 chance with John Reed. Trainer Peter Chapel-Hyam and John Reed teamed up with Dr. Devious a couple of years ago. Tamore, a 9 to 1 chance with Frankie Dettori. He's won 2 Oaks, looking for his first Derby. And then number 15, Vettori, a 20 to 1 chance with Ray Cochran, the winner of the French 2000. Well, a line-up, all in, £500,000 in prize money, all in as you heard. And they race away. 2.5 minutes then is the test in front of them. And first, this 150-foot climb through the first half mile. It's Dafak, the pacemaker, and Maralinga, the 2 that you're expected to go on doing so. Court of Honour is 3rd, and then Fahal racing 4, followed by Ryadian. Presenting holds a good position in about 5 spot, followed through by Manoir. The only one who's trailing is Humble. Pennycamp near and Larson first, and so too is Spectrum. But in the white cap, it's Presenting that's come through to take up the running. On the left of the pink cap, that's Dafak. Daffak. Further left is Court of Honor. Pennycamp's tucked in behind the horses. Munwar, the blue and white striped cap. Yellow colours on the right, Salmon Ladder. Green colours, the dark green is Rayadian. The light green, a little bit of boxing there as they go towards the top of the hill and through the first half mile. Maralinga has the edge. From Court of Honor in second, and then Fahal third, and then we have Rayadian in 4. Running the rail is presenting the white colours in 5. Out wide, Karambi, a good position 6. Then comes Tamori, the white cap mid-division, with Daffak, the pacemaker, dropping through the pack. Then comes presenting the favourite, has got about 5 behind him at this stage. Humble, the Irish runner, is one of them. So too at this stage is Vettori. Munwar, Willie Carson sitting on the fence in about the 7th slot. Come down towards the halfway stage. The noseband, Maralinga runs the rail. 2 Court of Honor out wide, the black cap Fahal. The dark green colours is Rayadian presenting the rail. Then we have Karambi, the black sleeve jacket on the outside. Spectrum gets a little bit closer. So too Tamori presenting. Then comes Lamtara. Salmon Ladder a long way down the pack. Daffak is the trailer. Vettori starts to make ground as they come down towards Tattenham Hill. And it's Maralinga with Court of Honor the outside. Court of Honor edging into the lead. Court of Honor just the leader as they continue the turn for home, with Fahal the outside, Maralinga being ridden along. Then behind these comes Rayadian with Karambi force wide. Pennycamp gets a good run now. Manwar views the front, but they come down the home straight, and Tamori, the white cap, goes closer, but it's Fahal, the black cap, that goes for home. And it's Fahal in the lead. Court of Honor. Here comes Tamori, the white cap, in third place. Fahal has it from Tamori. Court of Honor. Then comes Rayadian presenting. Lamtara behind these, and it's Fahal under Richard Hills, who's driving for the line. Just over a furlong and a half to go in the Vodafone Derby, and Fahal has the edge. Here comes Tamori, the white cap on the outside. Court of Honor back in third. Lamtara, the green colours flying the outside and presenting. They're inside the final furlong now, and it's Tamori, the white cap. Here comes Lamtara from the gods. Lamtara takes it. Lamtara, Tamori, and presenting the 1-2. A photo for the 4th between Court of Honor and then Fahal, followed by Vettori, Rayadian, then Humble. Munwar never got into the race at all. And then Pennycamp, what a big disappointment, followed by Karambi and Spectrum, and Daffak in the back. Marker was Maralinga, and so what a remarkable performance by horse number 6, Lamtara, in the colours of Saeed Maktoum Al Maktoum, trained officially in Newmarket by Saeed bin Surur. This one ridden by Walter Swinburne. Lamtara, the 14-to-1 winner, a 3rd Derby winner for Walter Swinburne.
Number 1 is Broadway Flyer, ridden by Richard Hills, his 3rd ride in the race. 2 is Carnegie from France, ridden by Thierry Janet, his 2nd ride in the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Darwin Stakes. 3, the oldest runner, a 7-year-old, no horse of his age has won yet, Environment Friend, ridden for the first time in the race by Brett Doyle. 4 is Strategic Choice, a 2nd ride for Richard Quinn. 5, the Derby winner, Lamtara, ridden by Frankie Dettori, his 5th ride in the race. 6 is Pentar, a 3rd ride in the race for Michael Hills. And 7, the winner of the Irish Derby, and from France also, trained by Andre Fabre, Winged Love, a 1st ride ever at Ascot for 22-year-old Olivier Pellier. And here's how they bet. Under orders, and they're away. Broadway Flyer on the outside, Strategic Choice on the inner, just in behind them Environment Friend, and then comes Winged Love. Behind Winged Love, Carnegie, and then Lamtara, and Pentar is the back marker of the 7 as Broadway Flyer takes them along. The clear leader now from Strategic Choice and Environment Friend. Then comes Winged Love on the outside, Lamtara and Carnegie just about matching strides, with Pentar still bringing up the rear as they run down at a good clip towards Swindley Bottom. Broadway Flower the leader from Strategic Choice and Environment Friend. Winged Love, Carnegie, behind them Lamtara and Pentar. They're just coming up towards the mile pole now in the 1995 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and by a couple of lengths it's Broadway Flyer taking him along from Strategic Choice, then the grey Environment Friend, then very closely grouped Lamtara and Carnegie and Winged Love, and still last is Pentar. They're racing towards the 6 furlong pole, and as they do so, it's still Broadway Flower from Strategic Choice. Behind Strategic Choice, Environment Friend, then Carnegie, the Arc de Triomphe winner, with the Derby winner on his far side, Lamtara. Wing Love, the Irish Derby winner, just behind him. Pentar is still poised in behind the back marker of the 7. They're racing now towards the half-mile pole, and Richard Hills has committed. Broadway Flyer now, he's quickened up in the lead, racing towards the home turn with Strategic Choice next, and the others queuing up behind as Environment Friend begins to lose ground. Round the home turn and into the straight, and it's still Broadway Flyer with the advantage from Strategic Choice. Pentar's making very good progress from the rear into the straight, and Broadway Flyer from Strategic Choice and Lamtara and Pentar. They're coming down to the 2 furlong pole. Broadway Flyer, Strategic Choice, and Pentar coming there with Lamtara also. Pentar has taken up the running now from Lamtara, Strategic Choice, and Broadway Flyer. It's Pentar with the advantage as they hit the furlong pole from the Derby winner, Lamtara. Lamtara is fighting back. Pentar on the near side, Lamtara on the far side. Lamtara's beginning to get up on the far side, and Lamtara's going to win it. Lamtara is winning from Pentar. Strategic Choice was just third, ahead of Wing Love and Broadway Flyer, and then Carnegie. 6th only, the Arc de Triomphe winner, and 7th and last was Environment Friend. And so the result of the 1995 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes is first, number 5, Lamtara, owned by Mr. Saeed Maktoum Al Maktoum, the 19-year-old eldest son of Sheikh Maktoum Al Maktoum and nephew of Sheikh Mohammed, trained by Saeed bin Surur, the champion trainer of the season, and ridden by Frankie Dettori. Lamtara retains his unbeaten record. Second was number 6, Pentar, owned by Mollers Racing, trained by Jeff Ragg and ridden by Michael Hills. And officially it's a photo of a third place between Strategic Choice and Wing Love. But this is the winner, unbeaten in his career, Lamtara.
And what a wonderful race, a wonderful winning performance by about half a length by Lamtara from Pentar, and a close thing for third place, but our camera on the line shows that it was indeed Strategic Choice who just edges past the post in third place in front of Wing Love.
Carnegie, ridden by the 3-time French champion Thierry Janet, his 6th ride. He's won it twice, 92 and 94. 2 is Strategic Choice. 6th ride for Richard Quinn. 3 is Toe Tar. Second ride for Eric Saint-Martin, one that it is only other attempt on Urban Sea in 93. 4 is Lando, Michael Roberts, his 8th ride. 5, Party Prowl, Guy Guignard, he's 45 years old, it's his 7th ride. 6 is Freedom Cry, carrying the first colours of Daniel Wildenstein. 3rd ride for Olivier Pellier. 7 is Gunboat Diplomacy, who carries the 2nd colours, written by Dominique Berth. It's his 10th ride. 8 is the Argentinian Challenger, supplemented at a fee of £48,000 for the race. He's the winningmost horse in the race. He's won over £1 million sterling. He's ridden by Guillaume Senna, 37 years old, his first ride in the race. 9 is Balanchine, ridden by Walter Swinburne, won it in 83. It's his 14th ride. 10 is Sunrise Song, ridden by Gerald Mosse, his 8th ride. He won it in 90 on Somares. 11th is Swain, ridden by Mick Cannan. It's his 6th ride. He won it in 89 on Carroll House. 12 is Lamtara, ridden by Frankie Dettori. It's being said that they're already pruning the trees in the paddock in case he dismounts as he did at Ascot and gets hung up in the branches. And this is Frankie's 8th ride in the race. 13 is Lusso, ridden by Cash Asmussen, who won it in 91 on Suave Dancer. 14 is El Tenor, ridden by Stéphane Courette. 15, Pure Grain, a 6th ride for John Reed, who won it in 88 on Tony Bin. And 16 is Carling, ridden by 22-year-old Thierry Tuillier. 95, Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, and that's it. They're under orders and they're running. And Carling is one of the first to show over on the far side, with Swain going up to join her. Lamtara's prominent, and so's Lusso, and Lusso's come to take it up now. Lusso taking it up under Cash Asmussen from Carling in second, then Strategic Choice and Lamtara and Pure Grain on the inside. Then comes Totar. Just behind Totar is Sunrise Song, with Carnegie coming next, and then El Tenor, and the Argentinian challenger is one of the back markers now with Party Prowl and El Sembrador as they go behind the trees, and Lusso still taking him along at a good gallop under Cash Asmussen from Strategic Choice and Lamtara. Then comes Carling over on the far side. Cruising at the moment is Pure Grain. Just in behind them come Carnegie. Behind Carnegie is Freedom Cry, and then comes Gunboat Diplomacy, and then Swain. Balanchine in the center of the field over on the far rail, but still Lusso taking him along as they run downhill, with Lando, the German horse, making a little bit of progress from the rear. Lamtara is very prominent now as they run downhill on the long run to the home turn. Frankie Dettori looks over his right shoulder to see who's nearest to him, and third to Lamtara is Strategic Choice, and then comes Carling in 4, then Pure Grain and Carnegie towards the outside, then Gunboat Diplomacy on the far rail, and then Swain, and then Balanchine traveling well. Then comes Freedom Cry, but it's still Lusso, and they're racing now towards the home turn in the Arc de Triomphe. And Lusso, the leader, with Lamtara going second. Then comes Strategic Choice. On the inside then is Pure Grain, and then Carnegie. They're turning for home now, and as they do so, it's Lusso being swallowed up now by Lamtara. Lamtara has hit the front. It's Lamtara and Frankie Dettori from Pure Grain and John Reed. And here comes Swain on the outside, and then Freedom Cry. Freedom Cry on the near side has taken it up now from Lamtara on the far side. Lando is finishing fast for Germany, but it's Freedom Cry from Lamtara as they race into the closing stages. Lamtara is fighting back. It's Lamtara taking it up again as they race towards the line. Lamtara's won it. Lamtara's won it from Freedom Cry. Swain was third, and 4 was Lando. Then came Pure Grain and Carnegie and Party Prowl, and behind them came Gunboat Diplomacy, and then Balanchine, and then El Tenor, and the disappointing Carling, and behind Carling, looking right back to last place, El Sembrador and Sunrise Song. And so the result of the 1995 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe: first, number 12, the unbeaten Lamtara, the first to complete the Epsom Derby, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes Arc de Triomphe treble since Mill Reef back in 1971. Lamtara, owned by Sheikh Mohammed's nephew Saeed bin Maktoum Al Maktoum, trained by Saeed bin Soror and ridden by Frankie Dettori. Second was number 6, Freedom Cry, owned by Mr. Daniel Wildenstein, trained by Andre Fabre and ridden by Olivier Pellier. Third was number 11, Swain,